here in Foxborough, Massachusetts. Today, we begin the divisional round with a tremendous matchup. It's the Kansas City Chiefs and the New England Patriots. Tirico along with Greg Olsen, the kicker. Andres Portales has the ball on the tee. Off we go here in the rain at Gillette Stadium. And this will not be returned. It's an opening touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Play fake. Now it's Mahomes. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he's hit behind the line of scrimmage and taken down right away. A loss of yards. What a message on the first play.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. That's into traffic, but taken in. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
The drag route, we used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Open man, right side. He's got it. They pick up 17 through the air. Good for a Chiefs 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important. Like everybody stresses, we want to possess the ball. Give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Quick throw there. That's going to wind up incomplete, but the receiver didn't have much time to get himself open. So the incompletion brings up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And he'll get about 7. Still short of that 1st down. They'll try to convert it on 3rd down. It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd down. Yellow! They'll send Worthy in motion. Mahomes now on 3rd and 2. Open man, left side. He's got it. He's going to have that 1st down. Gain of 6 as they convert on 3rd down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Throwing again, it's Mahomes. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Yellow.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Quick throw here is complete. So he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
The task now, a really tough one. 3rd and very long.
Hey, 43, 15.
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And a nice job defensively. They don't let him get away. It's good for 7, but it makes it 4th down.
The defense is willing to just give up that run every single time. I mean, they're going to leave guys as far back as they can to protect the sticks. In this case, flow to the ball, make an open field tackle, get off the field.
And that is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game.
And this is tough here on the opening drive because sometimes when you miss one early, we've seen head coaches change how they approach 4th down situations. Is he going to get as many chances here? We're going to find out throughout the rest of the game.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. On the ground, here's the 1st-round pick from April's draft. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick 1st down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
And he'll just hope to stay on his feet here, picking his way forward for a gain of about 4.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, here's May. He'll get this out to his running back. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. A pickup of 14 on that one. 1st down, New England.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down.
They'll go play action with May. He's got a man wide open, the tight end complete. That's his 1st grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the 1st down as well.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his 1st target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Here goes front.
They'll try to get the running game going. His 1st carry. And he will score! Touchdown, Patriots. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
1 quarter in the books in this AFC divisional playoff. The Patriots out on top. And we're back to Foxborough in a moment. So following the touchdown, Oregalis is back to send this one away. And there'll be no return forthcoming, so the ball comes out to the 35. On 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Worthy. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Here's Mahomes. Ball is caught on the sideline and both feet inbounds. A big 3rd down pickup for a 1st down. That's a gain of 14 and a 1st down.
Kansas City.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
43, 15. Yellow.
Right back to the air for Mahomes. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
So I don't hate the decision, Mike, but it just feels like he put a little too much air on that ball. Just took that ball way too much time to get to the open receiver. And when you hang a ball that long, the defenders at this level are just going to break and attack on that ball. And he's lucky that didn't end up going back the other direction.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll send their tight end left. Mahomes now to throw again. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. To the air once more, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down, or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. Off the play fake, it's May. Wide open is the tight end. He's got this one. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
And he works past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. A quick throw on the RPO is complete. Down the left sideline. And he will score. Touchdown, New England.
Well, on one sideline, you're ecstatic. You couldn't have dreamed up a better start. 2 drives, 2 long touchdowns. But then across the field, they've got to answer some hard questions. They've got to figure out exactly what they're doing wrong defensively. Because if there's one thing in the NFL, you cannot give up big plays, and you especially can't give up big plays for touchdowns.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They'll send Worthy in motion. A first down throw for Mahomes. He'll try to hit him with a screen. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
Mahomes going to fire quickly to Worthy. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. 14 on the pickup, and the Chiefs have a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Handoff here, up the middle, and he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. He's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. That's complete left side to Worthy. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Mahomes going to throw here on 3rd down. He's got his man right side. It's complete. And he's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
Well, it's been pretty clear this offense has wanted to get this running back involved in the passing game here in the first half. And with the success they've found, I expect the rest of the game to go very similar.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Putting very difficult in these conditions. He gets forward here for a gain of about 3.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half, you become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Here's 2nd and 6.
Yellow, yellow.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He'll throw it left and has his running back. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. Give him 14 on that one. First down, KC.
The ability to generate explosive plays is the greatest correlation with the ability to score a point. So every defense nowadays is trying to say, cannot let them throw the ball over our head. What does that do? Get you a little bit more depth in your drops. Makes it a little bit easier for some of these check down pickups.
The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. He's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
On 2nd down, Mahomes. This one caught at the 4. And he's in. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, KC.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Go win him, go win him. Hey, what's up?
Drive will start on the ground. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Here's a 2nd and 12. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Just a simple hitch route, certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
This is 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, here's May. Moving outside the pocket, taking off, he'll try to get there.
Well, sometimes as a quarterback, when you decide to pick up those yards with your feet, you got to pay a price. And in this case, he takes a big shot, but not before he's able to pick up that first down.
46-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. That'll give up the middle. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. New England going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. second down. It's May. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Working out of the gun. It's May. And that is incomplete.
Ever so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Mahomes. And unable to connect there. It's incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Mahomes now on 2nd down. He'll get this out wide. And he'll get about 7. Still short of that 1st down. And they'll try to convert it on 3rd down. Harrison Butker on now for the field goal. The Pats going to stop it here. They'll use their 3rd and final timeout. Talk things over before 3rd down.
The Chiefs field goal. A 66-yard attempt.
And as expected, this one's not going to get there. It's no good. So we reach the intermission in what has been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the 2nd half in just a moment.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
These two teams fighting to get to that AFC Championship game next Sunday. Back to it here. The 3rd quarter underway. And he'll get as much as he can protecting the football as he dives to the ground.
At their own 20-yard line.
Quarter begins with a run, but it's very difficult in these conditions. He gets forward here for a gain of about 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 7. Throwing is May. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And I like this defensive game plan. When you're going against an elite quarterback like this guy, Mike, you have to get bodies in his face. You have to get him around his feet. You have to move him off his spot. Because if he can sit there in rhythm, on time, comfortable in the pocket, he's going to pick you apart. So it doesn't always have to be a sack, but you have to make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
Crazy.
Throwing on third down is May. Short pass taken in by the tight end. He's going to have the first down. That one good for 9, and the drive continues.
Really impressive job by the quarterback to stay in there. He knew that hit was coming in the pocket, but he held it just long enough to let his receiver win versus man coverage and deliver that ball on target. Any quarterback in the league, Mike, at this level can operate when things are clean. But when you have guys bearing down on you, can you hold it a little bit longer? Because if not, the timing of the play just doesn't work out.
That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the first down as well. Off the bootleg. Here's May. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 3.
We're good.
May to throw again. This one complete to Amon-Ra St. Brown. That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the first down as well.
And I think it's really been to all of our surprise. We haven't really had to say his name very much so far, and I think you can give the defense all the credit for that. There's his first catch of the game, and it comes here in the third quarter.
He's got it at the 7, and they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. They've got it. It'll be 1st and goal after a pickup of 21.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage. Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
Line of scrimmage remains the 4-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. They'll go with him again. And that play took a little long to develop. They stop him for no gain at the 4.
And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. That would feel like a pretty big win on a drive that's largely been dominated by the offense.
They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. Here's May. And that is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
On 4th down, out comes Andres Porregales for the Patriot field goal. This about as short as you can get. He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. And the Packs build their cushion to 10. It's now 17-7. And no return here. This is a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Mahomes. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes.
With the right personnel, the safety position is like the ultimate chess piece, right? You can put him in center field to play pass. You can bring him up and make him a pseudo linebacker, but you also can bring him on pressure, Mike, and that's what this guy does so well. The timing and the speed, he got there in a hurry.
15, yellow.
Mahomes looking to throw on second down. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end, and he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
3rd and long.
Yellow.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. This one down the field, but lined up incomplete.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the 3rd quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
At their own 30-yard line.
On the ground, they'll go with Hill. Room up the sideline at the 45. And he'll be forced out of bounds. They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
He'll air it out down the middle. That is hard. And he'll be taken down. What a big play there for New England. 42 yards.
Both pre-snap and post-snap. This is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just...
And he barrels his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Patriots.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
He's going to elect not to bring this one out. Probably a wise decision as this ball comes out to the 35. First down throw, Mahomes going for it all. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
So something they teach these defenders, and especially in the secondary, Mike, is to trust your eyes. Don't panic, don't overcommit until you see where that ball is being thrown. And it's a great example here, the defender just trusting those eyes, breaking on the ball, and he almost comes away with the pick.
Mahomes now to throw on second down. We'll try and set up the tight end screen. And he'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. 3rd and 10. Here's Mahomes. That's complete. Left side to Worthy. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the 1st down. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Attack!
Here's Mahomes. He's going to let this one go deep. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. He'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. They'll run here with Hill. Finding room to the 20. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, New England. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
The score, Patriots 31.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. And he will sit on it here in the end zone for a touchback. Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on 1st down. That's into the hands of Worthy. Finding room at midfield. He's still on his feet. And he will go all the way. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Kansas City. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. Touchdown here in the 4th quarter, Greg. They have a big mountain to climb, but at least they're technically still alive in this one.
And now, Mike, we're going to see them line up to go for 2. They're going to see if they can get this lead down to 16 points and still give them a chance to fight back here late in the 4th quarter. I'm always curious how a defense is going to respond. So you give up a touchdown, you give up 6, and now the offense is trying to extend it to 8. How are you going to buckle down? How are you going to hang in there? In this case, let's give them a little credit. Keep those 2 off the board, and they can come to the sideline and regroup. You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the 4th quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
They'll begin here on the ground. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
Room to run at the 35. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. They get an even 20 on that one. Good for a Patriots 1st down.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the 4th quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
Here's Hill. That's a nice job keeping his balance in these conditions. A gain of about 5.
The 21-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
From the 21, here's second down and 5. Run play. This is Hill. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Third and 5. We'll try to get this one on the ground. And he's going to be knocked down hard in the backfield. Loss on the play, and it's going to bring up fourth down. What a hit.
Andy Borregales on for the field goal. A 40-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Patriots add on to their lead.
Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here able to put that one through.
Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. On second down, Mahomes. And that's going to wind up incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
On third down, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there. And it's going to be fourth down. Now Mahomes. Open man, right side. He's got it. Down the right sideline. What about that? Out of bounds, all the way down inside the 15.
It's a gain of 48 yards. And a first down, Chiefs.
Throwing again, it's Mahomes. That is caught by the tight end. Touchdown, Chiefs. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. Now a handoff, the tight end in the running game. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. That Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. On the ground, it's the tight end. And he is out of bounds. That's a couple of yards short of the marker, and it'll bring up third down.
Makes it 3rd and
2.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up. On 4th down, out comes Andres Borregales for the Patriot field goal. This is going to be from 53 yards out. And this is blocked.
In this situation, Mike, every coach on the sideline is yelling, watch the ball, watch the ball. So this is a gutsy move defensively to sell out and go for that block. Remember, if he times this jump wrong, that's a 1st down.
This is 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he'll be out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 2 timeouts still left, but scoring quickly here, a must. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Worthy. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Here's 1st down. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
Yellow. Hey, 57, 57, color, 57, 15, 15, 15.
Right back to the air for Mahomes. The toss, left side, caught by his running back. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. To the air once more, it's Mahomes. Out to his right. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, KC. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game.
Well, that was step 1. The offense did their job, get this thing back within 1 possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy. I don't mind the play call, but something you have to keep in mind, Mike, is when you decide to pass this close to the goal line, all of the space is the width of the field. There's not a lot of depth to the field. So that's why the timing, the anticipation, the accuracy of the quarterback, it all has to be on point. It wasn't on that last play, and that's why it ultimately failed.
Down to a knee here. The defense still has a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they're going to use them. Now KC going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. A handoff as they try to run it here. The Chiefs will use their third and final timeout here as it comes with a minute 4 left to go in the game.
Brings up third down and 9.
Third down and 9. Come out of the gun, here's Meggs. That one taken in by St. Brown. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a fourth down decision to make.
The offense not coming off the field, and here's fourth down.
Crazy. Five. Crazy.
They're going. It's May. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And this is going to work out. They get the first down. It was 4th and 4, a little risk, but it pays off.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They go to a knee, and that will do it. Next stop, the AFC Championship game. So it's a win for the Patriots. They will continue on in these playoffs. They're now one step away from a Super Bowl appearance. We'll have a tough one coming up next Sunday in the Conference Championship game. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Patriots winners at home as we say so long from Foxborough.